would say yes, it is unfair, but we would have to put it into context. Like, let's say we've grown up in a situation where our parents did not love each other. It was constant criticism. Look, Cloud9 is number one and you are not. What are you doing with your life? Constant criticism, whether you do right or wrong, it's never good. Especially, like, let's say if you're firstborn. We know that especially if firstborn tends to be the achiever performer, they always tend to be pitted against, the siblings are pitted against firstborn.
Yeah.
And we can see also the attention will tend to go towards firstborn.
I get what you're saying and your example, but
yes.
I don't also feel that, because you've mentioned you always keep going back to parents and how you were raised and all of that, and that's all fine. It's just one factor out of the very many things that go into the component. So it's not just sometimes it has nothing to do with how you were raised or who your parents were. You could have the most brilliant, loving parents any human being could ask for. You could have been raised in a good enough environment, because I don't believe there's a perfect environment, but a good enough environment, but you still turn out to be a trash human being.
Okay.
Because life is about choice. It's conscious choice. Every single decision you make is a choice. Do I date her? Yes. No. Do I sleep with him? Yes. No. Do I hurt her? Yes. No. Okay, I didn't know I was hurting her, but now she has told me. Do I keep doing it? Yes. No. Do I call this guy? Yes. No. Do I cool affair? Yes. No. It's a choice that you make. It can't always be, oh, it's because my parents, oh, it's because I was raised in this environment, oh, it's because I feel like that's also just too many excuses. When you're an adult, there's a healthy amount of decisions that you make that are your own. The things that influence why you make those decisions, it's only a tiny bit that influence your character. And they influence your character because you have grown up doing something over and over again, or seeing something over and over again, or because it's what you were taught. No matter where you were raised, whether you were raised in a monastery, in a home, in a campus, in a boarding school, it doesn't matter. But when you become an adult, you have a choice. You choose to do good, you choose to do bad, and you're able, and the beautiful things, you're able to identify the difference between right and wrong. So if you keep doing right, are you still going to credit that to the parents or to the adults? Then why is it that when we do wrong, we have to find somebody else to blame other than ourselves? If I choose to love somebody unconditionally, it's because I have made the conscious decision to do so. If I choose to leave somebody, it is because I have made the conscious decision to do so. If I choose to emotionally abuse this man, it's because I know exactly what I'm doing and what it will cost him. I just choose to turn a blind eye. If I'm in an abusive relationship, it is quite clear-cut from the black eye, from the bruises, the broken ribs, and the impaired speech that I am choosing to stay. I might be influenced by emotions, I might be influenced by family, but I am choosing to stay. I'm choosing other people above myself. If I choose to beat up on this man day in, day out, if I choose to take another life, it is a conscious decision that I make, and you have to live with it. You have to live with those consequences. Every single day, we live with the choices we make. You elect a politician when we live in a democracy. You live with your politicians. You chose them. Or, and I hear somebody probably is going to say, I didn't choose them. In fact, I went and I chose Peter Kenneth. Or I went and I chose, who did Trump run against? He's taken over the news so much, I can't even remember who he was running against. Yes. That other guy, whoever that other person. I chose Hillary. Why should I have to live with Trump? Well, you didn't tell other people what you thought. You could have gotten them on your side. Or sometimes your lack of choice is still a choice. You consciously choose not to make a decision. I'm not going to vote. What difference does it make? The exact difference it makes is that you will not get your 5 stadiums, you will not get your roads, and you'll be swimming to work. That decision to not make a decision is what makes people have the kind of crazy relationships that they have. Whether they're ups or downs, they're beautiful, they're ugly, it is what it is.